Life is a journey filled with both sunshine and storms. We all face challenges. These challenges can come in many forms: personal struggles, professional setbacks, or unexpected life events. They test our resilience and our ability to keep moving forward. But it is during these times of adversity that we often find our true strength. We all experience moments of doubt. Doubt can creep in when we least expect it, making us question our path and our purpose. It can make us feel isolated and unsure of ourselves. But it is important to remember that doubt is a natural part of the human experience. It is through overcoming doubt that we grow and become stronger. But even in the midst of difficulties, there is a source of strength that never fails: our faith in God. Faith is the anchor that keeps us grounded when the storms of life rage around us. It is the light that guides us through the darkest times. With faith, we can find the courage to face any challenge and the hope to keep moving forward. When we build our lives on the unshakable foundation of faith, we tap into a power that can overcome any obstacle. This foundation is like the roots of a mighty tree, providing stability and nourishment. It is the bedrock upon which we can build a life of purpose and meaning. With a strong foundation, we can weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. God's love for us is unwavering. It is a love that is constant and unchanging, no matter what we go through. This love is a source of comfort and strength, reminding us that we are never alone. It is a love that lifts us up when we are down and gives us the courage to keep going. He is our constant companion, our refuge, and our guide. In times of trouble, we can turn to Him for support and guidance. He is always there, ready to listen and to help. With God by our side, we can face any challenge with confidence and hope. When we trust in Him completely, we open ourselves to His limitless possibilities. Trusting in God means letting go of our fears and doubts and placing our faith in His plan for our lives. It means believing that He has a purpose for us and that He will guide us on our journey. With this trust, we can achieve things we never thought possible. We discover that with God, all things are possible. This realization can be life-changing, giving us the strength and courage to pursue our dreams and overcome any obstacles in our path. It is a reminder that we are capable of achieving great things with God's help. No matter what challenges you may be facing today, know that you are not alone. God is with you. He loves you. His presence is a source of comfort and strength, giving you the courage to face whatever comes your way. You are never alone in your struggles, and with God's help, you can overcome any challenge. And He has a plan for your life that is filled with hope, purpose, and victory. This plan is unique to you, designed to help you grow and achieve your full potential. It is a plan that is filled with opportunities for growth and success, and with God's guidance, you can achieve great things. In the following sections, we will explore the incredible power of unshakable faith and how it can transform your life from the inside out. We will look at real-life examples of people who have overcome great challenges through their faith and discover practical ways to strengthen our own faith. Get ready to witness the impossible become possible as you unlock the power of God within you. This journey of faith is one of the most rewarding experiences you can have, and it has the power to transform your life in ways you never imagined. So, open your heart and mind, and get ready to embark on this incredible journey of faith and discovery. I remember a time in my own life when I faced a season of darkness. It was a period where everything seemed to be falling apart, and I felt utterly lost and alone. The weight of the world seemed to be pressing down on my shoulders, and I couldn't see a way out of the gloom that surrounded me. My father, John Osteen, the founder of Lakewood Church, had passed away unexpectedly. His sudden departure left a void that seemed impossible to fill. He was not just a father to me, but a mentor, a guide, and a source of unwavering support. The grief was overwhelming, and the uncertainty of the future loomed large. I was filled with grief, uncertainty, and doubt. The questions swirled in my mind. How would I carry on his legacy? How could I lead the church without his wisdom and guidance? The fear of failure and the pain of loss were almost too much to bear. It was during this difficult time that I found solace and strength in Psalm 23. This passage, which I had read countless times before, took on a new and profound meaning. It became a beacon of hope in my darkest hours. The words of this beloved passage became my lifeline. Each verse spoke to my heart, offering comfort and reassurance. It was as if God was speaking directly to me, reminding me of his presence and his promises. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." These words reminded me that I was not alone. God was with me, guiding me through the darkness, providing for my needs, and leading me to a place of peace and rest. He makes me lie down in green pastures. In the midst of my turmoil, God provided moments of rest and tranquility. He led me to places where I could find peace and rejuvenation, even when everything around me seemed chaotic. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. These words were a balm to my weary spirit. They reminded me that God was in control, and that he was leading me to a place of restoration and healing. These words reminded me that even in the darkest valleys, God is with me. No matter how deep the sorrow or how overwhelming the fear, I was not walking through it alone. God was by my side, offering comfort and guidance. He is my shepherd, guiding me, protecting me, and restoring my soul. His presence was a constant source of strength and reassurance. I knew that with him by my side, I could face any challenge and overcome any obstacle. As I clung to the promises of Psalm 23, I felt God's presence surrounding me. It was a tangible sense of peace and comfort that enveloped me, giving me the courage to move forward. He gave me peace in the midst of my storm. Even when the waves of grief and uncertainty threatened to overwhelm me, God's peace was a steady anchor that kept me grounded. He gave me strength when I felt weak. In moments when I thought I couldn't go on, God provided the strength and determination I needed to keep moving forward. His power was made perfect in my weakness, and he gave me hope for the future. Despite the pain and loss, God planted seeds of hope in my heart. He reminded me that there was a future filled with promise and possibility, and that he had a plan for my life. I realized that even though I couldn't see the way forward, I could trust the one who could. God's guidance and presence were my constant companions, lighting the path ahead and giving me the courage to take each step in faith. The Bible tells us in Matthew 17, verse 20, "For truly I tell you, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This verse is a powerful reminder that even a small amount of faith can move mountains. Faith is not about our own strength or abilities. It's about putting our trust in God, who is all-powerful. It's about believing that he is who he says he is and that he will do what he has promised. When we have faith, even the size of a mustard seed, we open ourselves to the limitless possibilities of God. We may not always understand God's ways, and we may not always see the path ahead, but faith allows us to trust that he is working all things together for our good. It empowers us to believe that even in the midst of challenges, victory is on the horizon. Building unshakable faith is a journey, not a destination. It's a path we walk every day, filled with moments of growth, challenges, and profound realizations. Just like a mountain path that winds through forests and valleys, our faith journey is marked by both serene and rugged terrains. It's something we cultivate daily through our relationship with God. This relationship is nurtured through consistent and heartfelt communication, much like tending to a garden that requires daily care and attention. Each prayer, each moment spent in reflection, adds to the strength of our faith. Here are 3 key principles that serve as pillars for building an unshakable faith. These principles act as the bedrock, much like the strong foundation of a lighthouse that stands firm against the fiercest storms, guiding us through the darkest nights. Just like we make time for the people and things that are important to us, we must also carve out time for our spiritual growth. This means prioritizing our relationship with God above all else, recognizing that our faith is the cornerstone of our lives. We need to prioritize spending time with God. This involves setting aside dedicated moments each day to connect with Him, whether through prayer, worship, or simply being in His presence. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that we find peace and clarity. This means setting aside time for prayer, reading His Word, and immersing ourselves in the Scriptures. The Bible is a treasure trove of wisdom and guidance, offering us insights into God's character and His plans for us, and simply being still in His presence. In our fast-paced world, taking time to be still and listen to God's voice is crucial. It's in these moments of stillness that we can hear His gentle whispers and feel His comforting presence. The more we seek Him, the more we find Him. Our pursuit of God should be relentless, driven by a deep desire to know Him more intimately. As we draw closer to Him, we begin to see His hand at work in every aspect of our lives. The stronger our faith becomes. Just as a sunrise breaks through the clouds, illuminating the world with its light, our faith shines brighter as we grow closer to God. This light guides us, giving us hope and strength to face any challenge. God's Word is filled with promises that are as true today as they were when they were first spoken. These promises are a source of unwavering hope, reminding us of God's unchanging nature and His eternal love for us. When we meditate on His promises, we anchor our hearts in His truth. This meditation is not just a passive activity, but an active engagement with God's Word, allowing it to transform our minds and hearts, and remind ourselves of His faithfulness. Our faith grows stronger. Reflecting on God's past faithfulness gives us confidence in His future promises. It's like looking at a sunset over a calm ocean, knowing that the same God who created such beauty is in control of our lives. We learn to trust that He is who He says He is. This trust is built over time as we experience His goodness and faithfulness in our lives. It's a trust that is unshakable, rooted in the knowledge of His unchanging character, and that He will do what He has promised. God's promises are not just empty words, they are guarantees backed by His omnipotent power. As we stand on these promises, our faith is fortified, much like a mountain standing tall against the rising sun. Obedience is not about earning God's love or favor. It's a response to His love, a way of aligning our lives with His divine will. Obedience is an act of worship, a demonstration of our trust in His perfect plan. It's about aligning our lives with His will. When we walk in obedience, we are walking in harmony with God's purpose for us. This alignment brings peace and fulfillment, knowing that we are living according to His design. When we obey His commands, we are not just following rules, we are embracing a way of life that leads to true freedom and joy. Obedience opens the door to blessings and deeper intimacy with God. We demonstrate our trust in His plan for our lives. Each act of obedience is a step of faith, a declaration that we believe in God's wisdom and goodness. It's a journey of trust, where we learn to rely on His guidance, and as we walk in obedience, our faith is strengthened. Just as a path becomes clearer with each step, our faith grows stronger with each act of obedience. This journey of faith is one of continual growth, leading us closer to the heart of God.